Hello, everyone. My name is Mr. Cluth, and this is the discussion post number two. Yeah, just a quick just reflection on the video. I thought they did a great job outlining the difference between 504 and the IEP. Um, Simply put, I think of it as IEP means the student really needs specialized instruction and education, and 504 is a step below where the student only needs accommodations and doesn't need that special instruction or teacher, and that's the real main big difference. But it all depends with students, and for students with disabilities who do not require specialized instruction, the IEP is best, and IDEA controls the procedural requirements for the IEP, and that outlines more of the structuralized instruction, and it's more involved than the 504 plan, and yeah, because like 504 plan doesn't require the growth and the goals and the structure that the IEP does, which is um, just means that the IEP is more heavily involved. And as highlighted in the video, you do have to make sure that schools aren't simply giving out IEP or 504s instead of IEPs because they just don't want to do the work. Um, First, I made a couple notes, making sure I'm hitting on everything. Um, yeah, the 504 does not require specialized instruction. IEP has a lot more documentation. 504 still needs to be updated annually, but there's not as much change. So in general, that's not as tough. Yeah, and so I myself have had a 504 plan in high school, and looking back, I think this was very appropriate for my needs. I have ADD, and it's something that I've always struggled with and still continue to challenge me today, um, which is interesting just looking back on because I didn't really know what was going on at the time and didn't really know what a 504 was until like I've learned about it in the past year. So that's just a really interesting experience. But yeah, I did not require specialized instruction, but to have the extended time, to have preferential seating, and to have like alternative ways of taking exams or in like separate setting to minimize distractions, like that was all really important for me to be able to engage with the curriculum appropriately and to have like the right, yeah, to just fairly engage with the material. Um, but on the other hand, one of my students also has his ADHD, and his challenges are much more extreme than mine were. He gets distracted a lot easier and has more challenges staying focused and organized. His emotional swings are like I didn't have emotional swings or hyperactivity. Um, this student has hyperactivity swings, and then he also becomes overwhelmed, and it really impacts his education. So he really does require specialized instruction in order to really engage with the material. So an IEP is definitely appropriate for him. and setting those goals and taking those steps and having that um, individualized instruction is really important. Um, yeah, so thank you, and I hope everyone's having a great Wednesday.